on, Grind Schoolers? It's your boy Rob, and today we in the shop. So today what we're gonna do is we are going to go ahead and paint the 6-liter LS block. I'm gonna go ahead and start masking it off, clean it all up, mask it off, and then we'll go ahead and spray some cans of paint on it. I'm gonna take the spray paint inside because it's really cold in here. You can tell I got my hazmat suit on again, and it's really cold outside. And you know, we got like a foot of snow. There's gonna be more snow tonight, but we grinding. That's what we do, man. If you're a cold weather YouTuber, man, you know how hard car season is in the wintertime, man, because you can't get the cars out. Like, I can't even leave my beyond my driveway in my cars, you know what I mean? Because there's just that much snow. Neither one of them will do well on the wheels in the snow. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't drive my car in the snow with the salt on the roads or nothing like that anyway. But they're not going nowhere, man. They're sitting here. They're not going anywhere beyond the driveway, nothing like that. So, you know, it's kind of depressing in a sense because, you know, like, I'm a car guy, man. I want to drive my cars. I want to enjoy my cars. I want to do all that. And I'm not building them just so that they can sit in the garage. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to get them out on the street. But, you know, and then also, too, trying to get them together also is a challenge too because it's so cold out here. Like I said, I got my hazmat suit on. It's super cold in this garage. I don't know if you guys can see my breath, if the camera's picking that up or not, but man, anyways, like I said, we're gonna paint the block. I've been inspired and motivated by Dash, man. I'm gonna drop a clip of his motor in this intro so that you guys can see it because his motor came together clean in his whole color scheme with a car from the red to the black to the white. Man, it's unmatched, bro. Like, it's fire. So shout out to you, Dash, man. You doing a hell of a job, man, doing what you're doing over there, bro. But anyways, before we get started, go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell notification so you get a notification every single time we drop another video. Like I said, man, it's cold, y'all. Bear with me. I'm trying to get as much content for y'all as possible. But it's a struggle, man. It's definitely a grind, man. You definitely got to be real motivated to really get out here and try to do something when it's this cold outside. And try to be real creative as well because, you know, like I said, I can't do nothing with my cars, man. I can't leave the driveway, like, you know what I mean? So you got to be real creative if you're a cold weather YouTuber, man. So, you know, show some love, man. Hit the subscribe button. But anyways, without further ado, let's jump into the video. I'll show y'all what I'm about to do. So first things first is we need to put the paint inside because it is cold outside and it's been sitting out here, so I'm gonna warm it up. Usually I don't like to spray in the cold, or I wouldn't spray in the cold, but if these get warmed up, I mean, I'm just hitting the engine block. It shouldn't be too bad. If these are room temperature, I come out here and spray the block real quick. It should be all right. So we're gonna put the paint inside, and then we are going to go ahead and trying to get the bag off of here, y'all. Bear with me. All right, so we are going to go ahead and scrape the gasket surface. I got some plastic razor blades so I don't scratch up the gasket surface. I'm gonna go ahead and scrape the gasket surface, go ahead and clean it on up. I'll probably clean the rest of this with like a wire brush and some parts cleaner. Clean it up real good, get it as clean as I possibly can. And then, I know it's hard to see because it's dark over here. I don't have my big lights on. Cleaning it as good as possible. And I'm going to cover up all the surfaces, like back here where the back timing cover goes, or whatever it's called, back plate. And then I'll go ahead and hit it with the color that I got. It's nothing special, man. It's just gonna go black. I got a color scheme for my motor too. And only one person knows that color scheme. Not obviously, I just told y'all the color is gonna be black, but I mean for everything else, I probably have to just put tape on the front there because I don't have the front timing cover. Yeah, I'll just put tape there, cover all that up, put some paper and some tape there, cover my valley cover, tray or whatever. And then, yeah, I don't have an oil pan either for the bottom. So I have to figure some things out, man. I might just stuff some paper and some tape down and around so that I could just get the bottom end of there, the front right there, and then, you know, scrape all the gasket surfaces. I don't think the gasket surfaces look, oh, actually they are kind of, they're not too bad, you know. But we're gonna go ahead and start cleaning up the motor, man, because this is obviously the foundation, and then we can start building it on up, man. So like I said, I've been motivated by Dash. Shout out to him because he's doing a hell of a job getting his motor together and everything. And yeah, like I said, I'm trying to get mine together too, because you know, in my next video I'll talk about the Impala and what's going on with that. Man, I'm kind of upset, but you know, we'll chop it next video. So stay tuned for the next video. Hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that bell notification so you get notification when I drop the video of the Impala, because something's going on with it and I don't know what. But anyways, man, it's not about that. Let's go ahead and jump to this motor. Damn it. Well. Alright, y'all. I got a result to jump in this car because the battery is going dead. And you know, these carbureted cars, man, it takes forever to start them in the cold. This cold weather is kicking my ass, yo. Between flat tires, dead batteries, just trying to keep things situated, man, this is not fun, yo. This is not fun. But it is what it is, man. We thugging it out so that, you know, I can get that motor over here on this side of the garage. So that I can start spraying it, and then we'll move the car back. I'm gonna let this car run for a while once I get it started so it'll charge that battery up. But that's what we got working on right now, man. Hopefully we can get it started and moved out the way. But you know, it's been on there for about a couple of minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to start it. We'll see if we can move this car out the way so I can get the motor on this side. I really don't have to move this car, you know what I mean? Because I could just move my daughter's bike out of the way and just roll it on the, you know, on this side. But, you know, who doesn't want to hear a cold starter to Elko? You know what I mean? small block, yo. That's how good. We got LS power over there. Just appreciate the sound of this small block, yo. My tire going flat again. I literally just pumped this up like a week and a half ago. Keep going flat. Cold weather sucks, y'all. It sucks. And what I was talking about, all that snow, cars ain't going nowhere. Can't even get past the driveway. So, it is what it is, man. We're gonna let this thing warm up a little bit, charge the battery up, so, you know, it's not super dead. But in the meantime, in between time, I'm gonna go ahead and address this motor. All right, y'all. So what I'm gonna do is, let me use this oven cleaner just to get, you know, some of the grime off of there. You can kind of see some of the caked up like grease and stuff like that on there. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the oven cleaner on the block. I already sprayed some right there. I was supposed to go to the auto parts store to get, you know what I'm saying, some gunk off or goop off or whatever it's called, but didn't make it there, and I barely got any brake clean. So I'm gonna just use this this oven cleaner, man. I've been using it for the pistons, so I don't see why I shouldn't be able to use it with everything else. And then I got my plastic razors, so I could try to scrape this gasket stuff off. I may have to go to O'Reilly's anyway and get some of that gasket remover stuff. So we'll see. I don't know just yet. Right now, I'm gonna just focus on the bottom, and if I don't get to scraping the gasket stuff off yet, because it's super cold out here, then I'll just go ahead and cover it up, and then go ahead and start spraying, man. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and throw that cover on there, just loosely, a couple bolts in there, and then go ahead and start spraying down there too. So let's get after it, man. All right, y'all. Lucky for me, man, this thing is already the color that I wanted. I thought it was all dusty and stuff like that, but I got to start scrubbing and cleaning and getting all the grime off, and it's already black. There's some areas that need to be touched up, like right up in there, like right there, up over there. But for the most part, you know what I'm saying, right there, got to get touched up. But for the most part, this thing is pretty clean, man. I think I'll just go ahead and use my gasket scraper to get the top of the, you know, where the head gasket goes. I'll go ahead and get all this cleaned up, and then I'm gonna still mask it off, and I guess I'm still gonna hit it off with some fresh paint, just so that it's all nice and, you know, it look a little bit better, man. I want this thing to look like it came off the showroom floor, and right now this doesn't look like it came off the showroom floor. Like, the mounting surfaces are all nasty and, you know, rusty looking. So I want to clean all that up. But I may need to get some more fluid, like some WD-40 or something like that, to get all that stuff cleaned all up. But, you know, it's gonna get there, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and scrape with this gasket thing, and then I'll cut you guys on once I get like a decent amount off of here to where I can clean it up. And then I'll probably get like a soft rubber sponge, or soft like sponge, non-scratch, and clean it up on the surfaces. I'll show y'all what that looks like when I get to that point, but for now I'm gonna just scratch the surface up with the plastic razor. And then I'm gonna also use the plastic razor to get in areas like this to get all the dirt off of there, out of there, you know what I mean? I'm trying to start with no oil. Now, obviously, ideally, you would want to like take this to a machine shop and jet wash it, but man, got a machine shop, so you know what I'm saying? My hands is a machine shop, so let's get to it. All right, y'all, I know it looks stupid right now, but shout out to Rock Shop Warren, aka Warren gbody, because he gave us the game on how to do clean up the masking. So what you do is you take a socket, you know what I'm saying, just a regular socket, and you go ahead and you roll it around the edges. You roll it around the edges, you know what I'm saying, and it makes a nice clean cut, so that when I go to, you know what I'm saying, rip all this tape off, I have a nice little clean cut. So you can already see it already coming apart, you know what I mean? Man, shout out to the OGs in the game that teach us all this stuff, bro. Like, this is crazy. Super simple, super easy. I didn't have to try to cut and mismeasure and all that kind of good stuff. Just did it right away. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue like taping off the front of the motor and all that, and then I'll cut all the tape off, and then we'll go ahead and clean off the rest of the oven cleaner. I'll hit it with some prep spray, and then we'll go ahead and spray. All right, so we got the engine enamel primer, and then we got gloss black. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and spot spray. I guess I'll just spray the whole thing. It ain't gonna hurt it. I use my prep off wax and grease remover to get all the, gunk off. I'm probably still gonna spray over some dirt, but I ain't tripping too hard. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and cover this up too some more. Get one more piece of tape, cover that up. But yeah, I guess, you know what I'm saying, now I'm kind of ready to go ahead and start spraying. So I'm gonna go ahead and lay down this primer, and then I'll go ahead and start spraying the rest of the block. Oh yeah, I gotta cover up the front piece too, so I'm gonna do that. And then after I spray it, the primer, I'll show y'all what it looked like. Alright y'all, that's one coat of primer. I'm gonna wait a little bit, let it dry just a little bit. I know this is terrible, but you know what I'm saying, I'm not spraying up in there. I'll go ahead and let it dry. I'll hit it with another coat, and then I'll go ahead and spray the black. Like I said, it's not perfect, but I cleaned the hell out of this motor just to make it look a lot nicer. So we'll go ahead and lay another round of primer down once it kind of dries or flashes. And then yeah, I'm not gonna do the back because the back really don't matter. You're never gonna see it, so you know what I mean. But down there you will see. So we're gonna make this thing look real nice, like it came off the showroom floor. About getting everything this first coat, so I don't want to run the paint, you know what I mean? But just trying to clean it up a little bit, I ain't too concerned about perfection or nothing like that, but it's all good, y'all. I probably should have covered up that port right there, but so I can get a good seal. Sorry for the noise. I got the Impala running a little bit. Kind of charged up her battery because she been not trying to start for some reason. I don't know why, but I don't know if it's because of the battery, not enough volts. Because I mean, she sounds like she's purring, but whatever, it is what it is. Like I said, man, we just trying to get everything looking nice and pretty. I wasn't gonna spray it at first, but I decided to because the black that was already on here was kind of not the greatest looking. You know what I'm saying? It was clean, but know, I wanted it to be a little cleaner. So I'm spraying it with paint, and that's how it's gonna be. That's how it's gonna live. And then I'll clean up the gasket surfaces, like all this surface rust and stuff like that. We'll clean all that up, make it look real nice. Like this, like I said, this thing will look like it just came off the showroom. So that's the first coat of black. I'll lay down another coat of black, and then we'll call it good, man. Like I said, I missed some spots, but it's all good. Let me attend to this Impala, man, and then I will finish this up. All right, y'all. See one area that I messed up on right here with the oil pump. So I'm gonna have to probably take some lacquer thinner or something and get that all cleaned up. But you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and take this tape off of the surfaces that are covered up, and we're gonna see what it look like, man. We're gonna see what this thing look like. It's still wet, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't really trying to touch any areas that I got super wet. I want to try to take up all the tape, you know what I'm saying, at the same time, kind of. So yeah, but oh yeah, this thing gonna be fire, you know what I mean? Go ahead and take up all the tape. I'll show y'all what she look like. Put all the tape off. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm gonna keep my other motor orange. This one is going black because that goes with my theme, but look at that, look at that. Man, let me get the sun angle, the angle from the sun. Yes, sir. That's gonna be a clean look in there, man. That's gonna be a real clean look in there. Dang, I missed this one, but it's all good. I ain't tripping. Got the front. You know, we're gonna have a nice, dope timing cover. I'll probably get it powder coated. I'm thinking about going with the Holley mid-mount section, or the Holley mid-mount accessory drive, and it comes with the water pump and all that. So I can get it all in black. So that might be the direction I might go. Get all the accessories in black, water pump black, everything black. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, there it goes, man. Once I clean up these surfaces so that they look brand new, we'll be good to go, man. Cool. One thing down, you know what I'm saying? A million more to go. But this was a huge stepping stone, y'all. Like I said, the first stepping stone was getting it on the stand. Second stepping stone, get it prepped, ready to go into, or ready to be built. Now we can start ordering up our stuff and start building. So man, I got a little paint in the piston wall, so I'm gonna have to clean that up with like some paint remover or something like that. But it's just a little piece. But yeah, man, I think it looked pretty good, man. Looks a lot better than it did when it first came home. I didn't even think the block was even painted when it first came home. I thought it was like, just like it is in here. You know how it's like regular iron or whatever. I didn't think it was painted, but it looked like it was already painted before. And I'm not too worried about getting every little speck of dirt away, because you're not gonna see it down in there. And if nobody's touching it, rubbing it, scraping it off, it's not gonna come off. But I got as much as I could, man. I went around it with the oven cleaner a couple of times. It was scraping and scraping and scraping, wiping it with the towel, you know what I'm saying? Went over it a couple of times with the wax and grease remover. So we got a lot of it off, but just not everything. So anyways, yeah, that's what I had to do today. Just paint my block and get it all situated, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull the Elko back in. And then after that, we'll go ahead and conclude everything. All right, grind schoolers, that's gonna do it for this video, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it. We are to the point, like I said, the foundation is almost done for the block. Once I get everything, the gasket surfaces clean, get the pistons cleaned, everything is gonna start getting assembled. So stay tuned for that. the reason why, I mean, I've said this before, I opted to go with this block instead of the other block that I have is because the other block needs so much machine work, and it's going to go forged internals, all that kind of stuff. For this car, I didn't really feel like I needed to do all that, just because this car is not going to be boosted. It's going to be naturally aspirated, and I don't really need to go forged internals, in a motor in order to, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just overkill for what? You know what I mean? And it would cost me so much money just to get that motor built. This one, on the other hand, is already ready to go. I just need to change out the things that need to be changed, like the bearings and the piston rings, and it's already ready to go. So that's why I opted to go with this motor. I can slap everything back together. I already got the bearings and the piston rings and, you know what I'm saying, the camshaft bearings and all that stuff already on order. So it should be here this weekend. I'll get all that stuff taken care of, get the piston rings, all that stuff done. Go ahead and install the pistons and the crankshaft, and then we're on to other things like getting the oil pan, getting the cam kit, and then I could build my heads, and then I can officially wrap up the long block after I'm done with that. After I get my oil pan, after I get my cam kit. After I'm done with that, you know what I'm saying, I can go ahead and get my intake and get everything else that I need, my accessories and all that stuff, so that I can get done building my block. You know what I mean? So this block is going to come together really fast, y'all. So stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss anything, because I'm going to put this motor together. You see that it's a bare block. I'm putting it together. I have all the tools that I need to put everything together, and that's what we're going to do, y'all. And I told y'all in one of my prior videos that I'm snatching everything out. The whole underside of the car is coming out, from the rear end to the transmission, drive shaft, motor, everything underneath is coming out. The rear end, I'm going to just beef it up. I'm going to build it. The transmission, I'll sell. The motor is going to my pops. And obviously, we got a new motor. We'll have to get a new transmission, new drive shaft. And then, like I said, we'll do the rear disc brake conversion. We'll do all of our fill lines, all that stuff. The gas tank's also coming out too. And then, yeah, man, we'll just go from there. I'm hoping to have this car built by midsummer. Done, LS, slide, everything by midsummer. Everything else is done. There are some things I got to still do. Cut and buff, align the doors, align the hood, do all that kind of stuff. Little small stuff. And then obviously do the bed and stuff like that over again. And we're ready to go, y'all. We're ready to go once that's all set. The Elco will be built, hand built in my garage with my hands. And it's going to be a beautiful thing, man. So anyways, man, stay tuned for all of that action. Once the weather clears up, now I can actually leave my house in the cars. We're going to, like I said, I'm going to up my production. Everything's going to be solid. But yeah, man, I'm about to put my foot on the pedal, on the gas pedal, hammer down, and get this stuff done. And yeah, we'll see where we end up. But anyways, man, go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you get a notification every single time we drop another video. Always from the bottom of my heart, I always appreciate all the love, all the support, all the subscribers, old and new, man. I appreciate all of y'all. So anyways, man, I'm going to go ahead and conclude this video. Always remember, work hard so you can live free.